Hello all, and welcome to what may or may not become a series called Jenn Sends, where I go over a couple of highlights from the month and dissect them for you all. Since these were all climbs that I didn't flash, I thought it would be cool to kind of show you the progression and compare the clips between when I didn't send them and when I did, see what worked for me and what didn't. So come along for the journey. Since these were all filmed on my phone, most of these videos are in the vertical format, and so I'm really sorry if that bums some of you out. It bothers me a lot too. I promise that moving forward, I will be switching and going full horizontal for all of you guys' viewing pleasure. The first climb I'm going to share with you is a spicy dino. So let's just take a closer look at my first attempt. That video is hilarious. One might notice a couple of things, namely that I think I committed pretty well, but my left leg is weirdly pulled in when I start jumping. Because it's kind of dangling, it's not contributing any thrust, and it's totally out of position, and that contributed to a very graceful face plant, which made a lot of people laugh, so that makes me happy. So because I was scared that I was gonna fall on my face every time, the next couple of tries I did not commit as much, which you can tell because I'm not hitting the jug in the right place. I'm kind of just tapping it a little bit, not fully committing. Yeah, there isn't much thrust behind my jump. And again, my left leg is still not contributing anything. It's kind of dangly. It's not really smearing on the wall. I would like to see it connect and smear on something. So right before this next take that I'm gonna show you, my friends who sent the climb actually gave me a little bit of advice. They told me to pretend that I was standing up and to extend my body a little bit more. I thought that this mental image really helped me because it was a movement I was familiar with. That actually really helped keeping that in my mind in the next try. So let's just see how that worked out for me. Finally stuck the dino. The rest of the climb just kind of followed suit. It wasn't too bad. I couldn't see the little chip very well, so I missed it on my first try. The next part was fun because I got to do a hand-foot match mantle thingy, and then I topped out without falling on my face again. So I was very pleased to get that. The next climb I'm going to show you is very much the same story. You had to stand up on this volume that was angled down and jump for a jug from that angled volume. The first time I tried it, I stood up and slapped the arete, but standing up like that actually didn't give my legs enough room to bend down, and I didn't get to jump as high because of it. This is wild because this is one of those climbs where after I tried it once, I was like, nope, this is not a climb that I'm ever gonna be able to do. And interestingly enough, one of my Instagram followers, I kind of like stalk everybody who follows me on Instagram these days. One of my followers posted a video of him sending this climb. He gripped the starting hold the entire time and just went for the top, and he stuck it like a champ. So after I sponged up that beta, I went back and I tried again. Here's the thing though, the way I'm holding this, I'm leaning back to keep my feet on the wall to keep them from cutting. And because I'm leaning back, I'm also jumping back too. And these next few tries, I'm slapping the jug and jumping way back and landing a couple of feet behind the wall. I tried to keep my body closer, and my right hand actually hangs onto the hold for a millisecond in this take. So it's at this moment that I know the climb is indeed possible. I got into this weird headspace where I tried to clear my mind of all thoughts, and then I just jumped for it. So I finally hit the dino, and I was totally unprepared for the next segment because I just assumed it would be easy, and I couldn't finish it. On this last one, I slapped that jug really hard, like you could hear the slap, it was audible, and I stuck it. And I figured out my footing on the next couple of crimps, and then I eventually sent it. My next and my final climb was a doozy because it was this gigantic pink traverse problem that took up like half of my gym slab wall. So here I am falling off the first move, which might not bode well for the rest of the climb, but I honestly think I just needed to warm up my quads a little bit for this one because it was pretty much an all foot climb. This particular route has been on the wall for a long time, but I just never wanted to try it because I felt really bad. It takes up like half of the slab wall, and as such there are like a lot of routes that you have to intersect if you want to cut through, and I totally didn't mean to cut this guy off, but it totally looks like I did. Okay, so maybe the first move was the crux because the rest of the climb went pretty smoothly. Something I did straight away was smear my hands on the wall, and it helped me balance a ton, and it helped me also focus on holding my body against the wall with my shoulders parallel to the wall. Also, this is one of those climbs that teaches you to trust the sticky rubber on your climbing shoes. Very important to learn how to trust your shoes. Also, when I'm smearing my hands on the wall and moving them, I do this like spidery thing with my fingers. Wild story, once I actually saw someone climb something on this wall while sticking her fingers into the drill holes, and I was like, that was one of those instances where like, I have to be honest, I'm a really shy person when I'm in public, and I don't like to go up to strangers and nag them, but this is one of those cases where I felt like it was really dangerous. Like, her hands were kind of small, she could get her fingers like pretty far in there, and so I just thought it was like the perfect recipe for like losing a finger. So let me know what you would have done in this situation, because it's like, I don't want to nag someone, but also it seems really dangerous and maybe not on. Like, I'm pretty sure the drill holes are not on, but let me know what you think. Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? What would you have done? Let me know your thoughts. Another thing to note is that my leading shoulder follows my leading knee when I'm stepping forward, and I'm not exactly sure what the significance is, but here's something that I read online. I'll put the link below that might help your understanding of why I did this. Balance, stability, and application of force are optimized when your center of gravity is positioned directly over your feet, forming a line perpendicular to level ground. On a near vertical climbing surface, you simply need to keep your body position straight and over the feet as much as possible. So there you have it. Maybe that provides a little insight into that body positioning, but I found this climb to be quite fun. I felt like I was up there for like 10 minutes trying to figure out the sequence, but eventually I did send it, which felt really great. It felt great because historically I've been kind of scared of the slab because it gets pretty tall, but this time I was able to clear my thoughts and then just commit. I say that word a lot. That's what I'm looking for. Since my many interjections kind of cut the full take of this quite long climb, I'll just insert the full clip, uncut, of the climb start to finish so that you can watch it in its entirety before I bid you adieu.
Jensen's.
Those were all of my indoor climbing highlights for this month. I am looking forward to filming more vlog style climbs where I'm not like being this narrator who's telling a story with her words instead of her actions. You know what I mean? Show, don't tell. Is that what they teach cinema school kids? I don't know. I like to switch it up on this channel. Keep you on your feet. So until then, until I see you next time, I hope you have a great week and I'll see you when I see you. All right, peace.